Maarsdorp on the line with us right now. He, of course, you just heard from him, is the Vice President of the new BRICS Development Bank. He's in Russia attending the BRICS Summit when the new bank was launched. Leslie, a very, very good morning to you, and a big congratulations from all of us here at South Africa at your new position.
Thank you very much, Leah.
Leslie, just, amazing what we're watching here in South Africa and imagine around the world as well. Shares in China falling this morning. Do you think in any way the development of this bank has affected the shares and the movement there in China?
The formation or the launch of the new development bank yesterday is completely unrelated to the equity markets in general. This is a new institution that has just been announced. It doesn't quite exist yet. It exists in form. The operations of the bank will only sort of commence once we establish offices and so on in the next couple of months. So they are completely unrelated factors that are driving development in the stock markets at the moment.
Yeah. The debt crisis in Greece as well. I can imagine that this is something I've been seeing happening overnight, that this could be an option for Greece if they buy a few shares into what people are saying, into this, become a member of the institution. They could get funding from the newly developed bank. Is this how you would like to operate?
I think from the outset, I think it's important to note that the bank right now, the New Development Bank, is composed of the 5 member states: Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. We have not defined the principles, the procedures and the modalities of how we're going to admit new members. So it's really sort of premature at this stage to talk about any new countries joining. There has been some media speculation in recent weeks given the crisis in Greece, but there is really just exactly that speculation. We are focused right now on building an institution that will provide loan finance for infrastructure development focused on the 5 member states. So we will focus on, if you like, adding to the pool of available capital to build new infrastructure, new roads, telecoms, power, rail projects.
So a lot of the problems that we are facing here in South Africa, and if we look at, you mentioned power, for instance, an organization like Eskom, could they turn to the BRICS Bank? Is this an option for them? Is this what it's all about? The bank would be focused on providing finance for new infrastructure. We would not be a sort of commercial bank where entities like Eskom, for example, can approach for funding. So we could definitely finance a new mega power project to add to the generation capacity in South Africa or in the region. That is definitely something that could fall within the scope and ambit of the bank. However, we would not be an institution providing capital to existing entities like Eskom. And finally, Leslie, just on a personal note, what is your role going forward? Where will you be based now?
Very good question. Everything is sort of happening at rapid pace and speed. We've been given a mandate to fast track the implementation and setting up of this institution. Right now, we only have 5 employees. Locally, it's the president plus vice president, and we will be establishing ourselves in Shanghai, in China, within the next few weeks. So literally from 1st of August, offices will be opened in Shanghai. So we're literally starting from ground zero, if you like, setting up the procedures, policies for the institution, hiring staff, and at the same time we will begin to identify package potential projects that we can finance. So the pressure is on the institution to demonstrate a real pipeline of potential projects, and I think within the next 6 to 9 months, there'll be real pressure on us to provide our first funding
for a large project.
Excellent. Leslie Maarsdorp, thank you very, very much for joining us here on the line, speaking to us from Russia, where the BRICS summit is taking place now. Well, let's continue to talk.